Bora, bora, turma. Bora. Ai, vamos lá, agora tô na primeira divisão, preciso esquentar a cabeça, né? Não cai mais pra segunda. Não preciso esquentar a cabeça.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Hullet. Look at the space here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Plays a sharp little... That could spell trouble. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini wins the duel this time. And that has left him in a heap. And it's been given away. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Mbappe! Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bora. Vitinha. Threads one in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Vitinha. And that's a good ball. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Brazil have their second corner now. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. Brazil have their third corner. And here's Messi. Good ball, good take. That is a brilliant interception. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil get their fourth corner. And he's taking no chances there. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe! And that's aimed in. Bullet! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe, out towards the flank. Mbappe! Vitinha. Brazil are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch.
And he was alert to it. Pirlo. Desai. 15 minutes till half-time. And this is Hullet. Desai gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pirlo. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Hullet. And it's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hullet. Mbappe. That's a little off target. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Bora. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Baggio. Hullet. And here's Baggio. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bora. Hullet. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And this is Hullet. There's the shot! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Corinthians finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 11.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Corinthians can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Corinthians come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. This is a promising build-up. Can he get on the end of this? Shoots! Off the post! Mbappe. Bullet. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Pirlo. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Now it's Hullet. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Corinthians still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And it's Hullet. Now it's Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. The defender is not giving up on this. Saliba.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
That's a shade optimistic. The ball has bounced loose now. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 13. Camisa
Yamal.
24. Camisa 18.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pass is just off target.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Yamal is always playing with one eye on the spectator. Shapes to shoot!
Oh, the ball's run loose.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely bit of skill. Romario will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hoisted in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Pressure coming in from all directions. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Bellingham. Bora. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is from Mario. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread to the right. Hangs one in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Corinthians now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Looking tidy in possession. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Salve, salve!
There's the whistle.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
That has not gone well. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pull it, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Pirlo. Some really good ball. Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pull it. Pele. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Stojkovic going face-to-face with his great rival. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Guardiola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Quarter of an hour played. That's a little off target. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Stojkovic. And it's Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress. And he shoots! Ronaldo! Superb! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there is your opener. How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next...
Can he finish? And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Neymar.
Corinthians are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's destined for the flank. Pele. And he's undercooked that. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is a great pick out. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh no, this does not look good. No foul, says the referee. It's a pretty loose pass. Guardiola. Pull it. Pele. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. Good read, needed to be. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Stojkovic making good progress on the right-hand side. He's shifting through the gears here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that was vital. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. And it's Messi. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And he's forced to go back into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Pull it. Good purposeful running this. Mbappe, real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Guardiola. And it's Guardiola. And here's Romario. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Baggio. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking for the run. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's the end of the first 45. So your views on the first half?
Corinthians really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 24.
So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull them back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Corinthians do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Pull it. That's going across goal. Maldini can get it clear. And they win it back again.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nesta. Saliba. Aims beyond the defence. Ball swung in. Guardiola. And Stojkovic. Schlotterbeck is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Guardiola. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Oh, it's come loose. Vieira. Desai. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Thuram.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is named shot at goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now. Corinthians perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Neymar. Now it's Romario. Good pressure, determined, intense. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, what a mistake! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Guardiola. Vieira. Cruyff.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. There's the shot! Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ah, depende. Esse domingo eu vou na vigília. Eu vou na vigília sábado, né? E daí eu vou no culto da noite. Eu vou no culto das 6 horas. E daí de manhã eu vou servir. Daí de manhã eu vou servir na igreja, entendeu? Tem vezes que eu sirvo à tarde na igreja e eu vou à noite. Depende, varia.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Tries to play it through. 75 minutes played. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's straight offside.
Oh, vai um dia comigo no culto lá, você vai gostar. Muito bom o culto da igreja.
He's a sharp little ball here. Pedri.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Bergkamp.
Por que da pergunta?
Can he get it through?
Por que da pergunta?
too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Bale. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal.
Decent chance! It's a goal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into... And Romario! Fantastic from Romario! He's got himself an absolute peach. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So now the difference is 3. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, this is Romario. Pull it. Cruyff. Oh, good read. Bale. Well, that looks a decent ball. Delivers the ball.
Teremos 3
And it's
minutos
claimed by the
de
keeper.
acréscimo.
Just eases him off the ball. Bale. Now, can they get him away? The ball goes in. Thuram attempts a clearance. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Corinthians suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Senhoras e senhores,
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Oi, Esther, beleza. Mas fica em paz. Não precisa se preocupar com isso não, tá? Deus te abençoe, tá? Isso aí, né? Bora lá. primeira divisão, o bagulho está estralando. Divisão.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Tentando a formação aqui, né? Isso vai dar bom.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and
tries one from range! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mane. Tries to cross. Czech claims it without any fuss. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Upamecano. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Lovely bit of skill. Messi going face-to-face with his great right. Hello! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's taking no chances there. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Dumfries. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. He's picked his way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Corinthians are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Mane! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. First breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Kane. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's gone route one. Zanetti. Pull it. Ronaldinho. Little pass back. And it's Ronaldinho. And pull it!
Corinthians certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Cucurella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Ronaldinho, he leaps for it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Ronaldinho. Mane's cross. Oh, what has happened here?
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Ronaldinho. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Kane. Oh, no joy this time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland's cross. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Corinthians trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que tomem conta de seus filhos durante a partida. Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Away we go again.
Camisa 9.
Corinthians can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ronaldinho.
Mane, he's shifting through the gears here.
Camisa 15. Camisa 21.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Corinthians come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Dumfries. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, that's fab. Chance for a shot! It's a loose ball. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. Referee has just said play on. Corinthians still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Dumfries. Gently done. Zanetti. Can he latch on to this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Dumfries. Zanetti. Mane. Zanetti in acres of space out wide. He is through here. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Corinthians present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Check to save this spot kick and his team. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Corner number 3 coming up. Nesta getting this one clear. What a throw in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Corinthians are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Dumfries probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Nicely spread. Mane is herring after that one. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Corinthians are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mane looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Aims beyond the defence. Rodri. Upamecano. Dumfries. Mane. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he was quick to react. Some resolute defending there. Vermeer. Now Dumfries. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zanetti. Mane. And this is Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Zanetti. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking to play him in. Mane has it in a wide position. That's tidy. Now this could be a... It's all! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Ah, jogar mais esse já era.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Camisa 13 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa
Pedri
20.
with the short one.
Neymar.
Here's Pedri. Now can he find a finish? Cross into the box. Saliba is there and he can get that clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Floated through. It's Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Corinthians really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Corinthians really didn't do an awful lot right there. They didn't do much at all. I thought some strong words at half-time would spring them into action, but nothing happened.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Já era, chega, né? Perder, né? Chega de perder, perdi 3, mano. Agora o bagulho ficou doido, hein, mano. Ah, cheguei na primeira divisão, aí fiquei 4 estradas. É isso aí, galera. Tamo junto. Falou.